Welcome back to State Treat 2020 by You Define Wellness. I am Sonia Sullins. I am the owner of Disrupt to Discover and the creator of the Disrupt to Discover method. I help women and men just like you solve the problem of belly fat, brain fog, and burnout and discover their Zoo. And I am going to be your host for this session. We've learned a lot today. It's been wonderful. And now it's time for some reflection, helping guide us today with how to inspire calm and focus in the midst of chaos is Sharon Harvey Alexander of Mountain Wisdom Wholistic Health, LLC. Our speaker, Sharon Harvey Alexander, RMT-C-IAYT. I might have flubbed that a little bit, I'm sorry, is an energy healer, wellness educator, author, and speaker with private practice in Boulder, Colorado, drawing from ancient wisdom practices as she guides people wearing multiple hats on an inward journey to the source of stability, well-being, and calm within them. She can help you elegantly navigate tumultuous times with more ease and grace, achieve your goals, and live a healthy, wealthy, and happy life. Take it away, Sharon.
Thank you so much. Lovely to be here with everyone, and I think the timing is great because we're going to do some movement to kind of work out the kinks, and we're going to do some breathing and just sort of focusing our mind. These tools, I was asked to put together a workshop that incorporated mindfulness, movement, and meditation. And as a Reiki energy healer and a breathing coach and a certified yoga therapist, that's exactly what I do. I draw from these different modalities as needed to help my clients transform stress into ease and joy so that they can live the life of their dreams. And I would like to break these three areas down for you into particular practices. Each one stands alone. Today we'll put them all together, and then I'd be very interested to hear your feedback at the end to see what has resulted for you. So to begin, I invite you to first come to a chair or a comfortable seat on the floor, but also to have some space around you because we will get up and we will do some gentle movement inspired by the ancient Chinese practice of Qigong, an energy practice designed to move energy. Let's take a comfortable seat. I'll give you a moment to do that. And if you've been sitting already and listening and watching everything that has come before this moment, just see what you can do to sort of set that aside, let that go, come into this moment. I invite you to take a big breath in through the mouth and out through the mouth. And then a big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then for a moment, close your eyes and let your awareness, let your energy move from head into body and down toward foundation. Notice your sit bones. If you're in a chair, notice your feet. Uncross the legs, allow the feet to rest comfortably on the floor. Bring your attention just to your experience in this moment. Are you feeling frazzled? Are you feeling tired? Are you interested in learning more? Do you want to move? Just notice where you are right now, how you are right now. And take a moment to observe your breath. Just let breath flow through the nose In and out through the nose is the most calm. It's the healthiest way to breathe. We have filters there that help us trap particles that we don't need. Just a few more easy breaths through the nose. And then with a soft gaze, just notice your environment. Just look around you. Where are you? And anytime we want to come into a contemplative practice, in order for the brain to respond in a beneficial way, it's good to acknowledge that you are safe, that you are secure. So even at this crazy time, are you at home? Do you have four walls around you? A floor, a ceiling? Do you know where the bathroom is in case you need to use it? Could you get a drink of water? Could you wrap yourself in something warm if you cool down? All of these activities or experiences are important to our limbic brain, the one that is responsible for the fight, flight, or freeze mechanism in our body. So just acknowledge or set yourself up so that you'll be free of distractions for this period of time. Settle down through your sit bones, down through your feet, and soften your shoulders down from your ears. Take a moment to cultivate gratitude. Can you express gratitude for the opportunity to participate in this workshop? Gratitude is the fertilizer, if you will, the compost for our dreams. And we will move into a mindfulness activity using the five senses. So again, the five senses, taking information through them, lets our body know that we are safe, that we are okay, that we can progress deeper on this mindful, meditative, contemplative journey. So if it's comfortable for you, I invite you to close your eyes or to simply turn your eyes down. Take a moment to notice your experience and acknowledge that you are here. The first sense we will take information in through are the eyes, the sense of sight. So softly open your eyes again and just look around you and identify 5 things that you see. Anything that you see, look around you and identify 5 different things. Beautiful. And then come back, and the next sense we will use are our ears, or the sense of sound. So take a moment to listen to the sounds around you. Are there particular sounds in the room where you are? Or in the room next door? Or outdoors? What sounds do you hear? Identify 4 or 5 sounds now. And then shift your attention to the sense of touch. What can you feel in the space around you? And this might be sitting, how you are sitting on the chair, or how your feet are resting on the floor, or how your clothing touches the skin. Identify different things that you feel through the sense of touch now. And then shift to the sense of smell. This is becoming more subtle, so you may have to imagine. Imagine 2 or 3 wonderful smells. Perhaps you have flowers nearby, Perhaps there's a garden starting to bloom outdoors, or someone's cooking something delicious in the other room. What are some different aromas or scents that you can smell now or imagine? And finally, let's imagine tasting something. If you have just had a snack, maybe the taste of that is lingering on your tongue. Maybe you've brushed your teeth and there's a taste there. Can you imagine, maybe you have a favorite taste. Imagine that now, using this sense. And then when you're finished, take a big breath in, sigh it out again. Soften those shoulders, sit down a little more in your chair. Do you feel any different after this very simple mindfulness activity? The purpose of this is to draw our attention, draw our awareness toward us. So much in the world distracts us, draws our attention outward. The news, demands at work, obligations of the day, planning the grocery list. So right now, for this period of time that we're together, you have the opportunity to turn off outside distractions and to begin to notice your own experience. Calming the limbic brain by identifying your surroundings through the senses. And now I invite you to close the eyes and just pause for a moment with a nice, comfortable breath, aware of your experience now. When you are ready to transition, go ahead and open the eyes and come on up, take a stand, move the chair if you need to. And we'll do some movement. So let your feet be a little bit wider than your hips. And just settle yourself down. Again, sense down the soles of your feet. If you could take your shoes off, that would be great. If you could come into bare feet, that would be great. Really sense through the bottoms of your feet. Let them rest and relax for a moment as you stand here. Is it possible to develop an awareness of your whole body, from feet to top of head, and to scan your awareness through your body to see if there are pockets of tension, maybe in the neck or the shoulders, maybe in the belly or the back, maybe in the hips or the knees. Notice and give permission to these particular areas to soften, to relax. And we're going to start by shaking. So when an animal is running to escape for its life, whether it's being chased by a predator or it's almost hit by a car, it runs and runs and runs, and then it shakes. Once it gets to a safe place, it shakes to release the stress, to release the endorphins. So just shake your body, move your body, wiggle, wiggle. No one can see, no one's watching. This is time for you. Good, and eventually just come back to stillness. Notice if you are really shaking, there may be some warmth, or you may feel some tingling or some energy beginning to move. No choking. And then we'll begin to turn this into a windmill movement. So the feet are wider than the hips. And let's move from our center. Let's move from the belly, the dantian, which is really below the navel. And just let that move around in this semicircle pattern. Your arms following. And bring your arms partway up to move a different part of the spine. And then up higher, maybe into cactus arms, if that's comfortable for your shoulders. Bring them back down through the middle. Back down by your side. And we're going to pause on one side, twist around, roll that shoulder back. Breathe. And slowly come back around. The hands might press through the air. We come around to the other side and pause. Roll the shoulder back. Gentle stretch to the chest. Slowly come back to center and pause with your arms out from the sides just a bit. And notice your experience again. Anchor down, settle your feet down. Connect with your breath. Can you begin to move the belly to soften the belly as you breathe? And for a moment, we're going to work with the energy channels, the meridians in the body, by doing some tapping. So make some fists, and with the flat of your fist, just gently tap the back, around the low ribs, either side of the spine. This is the kidney area, kidney meridian. Has a lot to do with fear, ancestral fear stored in the kidneys. Gentle, gentle whacking just to wake up, to stimulate circulation. And then tap into around the hips, top of the hips. And from here, you could use a flat hand or your fists, and we're going to tap down the front of the legs. And we're going to tap up the inside, down the outside, and up the back. We're going to come all up to that sacrum and low back, around to the front of the hips. And then Tarzan, chest, fists, chest. Be gentle, be kind with yourself. And let's rest. Pause and notice any tingling, any warmth. We're moving energy, we're increasing circulation, we're boosting immunity, and eventually the response of the body will be to want to rest, to find balance. So standing for a moment as you continue to notice your experience. Let your breath come back to normal. And then we'll bring our hands together and we'll rub them. Rub, rub, rub to generate heat, friction. And when they warm, I invite you to cup your eyes lightly, softly. Imagine you could absorb this warmth, this energy, absorb that through your eyes into your brain. Imagine softening your brain. Softening the muscles of your face, softening the tongue. Let your fingers part slightly, and we're going to slowly drape them down the face, down the throat, down the chest, all the way down the body, taking you into a forward fold. Let yourself hang here in a forward fold. Release your head, and maybe even move your head a little bit. When you're ready, anchor through your feet and stabilize through your core to roll up. Keep your spine rounded and your head dropped as you gently roll up through your spine. Head comes up, and we'll do a few shoulder circles here. One direction, maybe 3 in one direction. And then 3 in the other direction. And then pause, rest your hands on your low belly, just below the navel, as if you could gently hold the belly. Allow the belly to soften into your hands and notice your experience. We are holding or we are resting our hands on the dantian, the lower dantian, the energy center there. So just imagine energy gathering and moving out from this point as you pause. Sink a little more into your heels. And then slowly release your hold and let your hands become very light. In Tai Chi, this is called lady's hands. So imagine beautiful, delicate hands, and you're going to gently move them out and up, about shoulder height, and in and down. Simple movement, sort of a square out from the belly or pelvis, up to the shoulders, into the shoulders, and down. I like to inhale as I start the movement out and up, and exhale as I come in and down. You're going to set your own pace, and we're going to do several more rounds. So don't worry about what it looks like. Can you really sense into this? Can you feel the hands moving through the air? Can you link your breath rhythm with the movements? Inhaling as you come out and up. Exhaling as you come in and down. Can you soften your overall effort? Allow this to become more graceful and effortless. If you'd like, you can close your eyes and feel into this graceful, beautiful, gentle movements. Next time your hands come into the chest, rest one hand there near the heart center and one hand on the belly. And breathe. Awareness of the body, the breath, the mind. Some of you who are sensitive to energy may even notice spirit. We're going to release our hands and we're going to take them to one side, sweep them down and take them to the other side, sweep them down and up, down and up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, move at your own pace. Find a nice lateral stretch. As you come up to the side, the opposite toes might point, heel might lift. Make this yours. The beauty of Qigong is it doesn't have to be done in a specific way. It's about flowing with energy, opening meridians, bringing greater ease into the joints and length to the muscles. We're going to do a couple more to each side. Inhale up, stretch. Exhale down and across. Inhale. Exhale and come back to center. One hand on the heart, one hand on the low belly. Pause here and notice your experience. Simply enjoy your breath. Enjoy the flow of energy, however you might notice that heat or tingling or flow. And then we'll take our seat. So that's just a short taste. You can do really any kind of movement. You could put music on. and dance. You could shake things out. Just to get your body moving and flowing helps to push the stuck energy that comes when we're uncertain or when we're afraid. We tend to tense up in our shoulders and also in our hips. And so you can do anything you are inspired to do. Just put on some music and move. For now, let's move into a connection with our breath by taking a seat. And before we do that, scoot to the edge of the seat, and we're gently going to twist our spine, twist our torso around the spine. The rib cage spirals around to one side. And hold this here as you breathe smoothly. Take an exhalation, and as you inhale, come back to center and pause. And we'll twist to the other side. Take an inhalation. And when you exhale, revolve the ribs, spiral them around the spine, twisting to the other side. The knees, the pelvis stays forward, facing forward. Allow your breath to be full and easy here. So we're gently squeezing the organs in the abdominal cavity. Inhale, back to center, and pause as more blood rushes into those organs that were gently squeezed. As you pause here, again, draw your attention inward and notice what your experience is like now as you sit. After having done just a bit of movement, we have such a short time together to cover all these areas. So notice your experience now. And imagine that you had roots moving down from your pelvis, moving down from your sit bones and feet into the earth. Moving down through the layers of the earth, like this tree behind me, deep roots that draw nourishment from the steady, stable, nourishing earth. You can close the eyes if that's comfortable, or soften and downturn your gaze. And shift your attention to your breath now, please. Simply observe your breath. And if you can, bring it in and out through the nose. It's not comfortable for everyone to breathe through the nose, but do your best. Nose breathing is a relaxing breath. It's an inspiring breath. It helps us to tap into that sense of calm that exists deep within you. Enjoy your breath as you pause here and simply observe what I call an easy breath. Effortless effort. Relaxing the shoulders, the jaw, the neck and head. Begin to move your belly. If it helps, you can place one hand on your belly. And this is around the navel now. And let that belly expand into the hand as you inhale. And move away, move back in toward the midline as you exhale. Moving your belly with your breath. As you move your belly in all directions. So imagine the belly expanding into the hand, but also into the side bodies, and into the back as you inhale. And exhale, everything comes into the midline of your body. Maybe a visual would be a ball in the belly expanding when you inhale and softly contracting when you exhale. This is an effortless effort. Give up any need to do it right or to perfect it. Just allow yourself to breathe and do your best to move the belly. Some people who have been traumatized in any way, stressed, scared, scolded, become reverse breathers, and that's what I work with to change with my clients. So if you're having trouble with this, reach out later. I'd be happy to assess your breathing and help you establish this relaxation breath. Even if someone tells you to take a deep breath and you have this reverse pattern or your mechanics are off, you'll keep the stress response fired in the body until you learn to breathe with proper mechanics using the muscles of respiration rather than accessory muscles. So taking just a few more easy, comfortable breaths, moving your belly. This allows the lungs to fill more completely. This turns on the parasympathetic nervous receptors in the lower lobes of the lungs. So enjoy this belly breathing for a moment. And then let's stop. Let's pause any particular breathing practice because it can be a lot if you are new to this, and then just shake things out again. Breathe as you are naturally accustomed. Let's begin again, and we're going to take it deeper. Start by acknowledging that you are safe, appreciating the time that you've taken to participate in this. Settle down. Imagine weighting down through the sit bones, down through the feet. Hand can rest on the belly. One hand could be on the belly, one hand could be on the heart. Breathing with expansion and contraction as you inhale and exhale. Bringing very little effort to this. I'd like you to shift your attention to the pauses in the cycle of breath now. So inhale and notice the end. Pause there for a moment. The breath turns around and goes out. Follow the breath all the way out and pause at the end. Let the breath come in. Breath comes in to a pause, turns around and moves out. Pause at the end. Begin again and breathe in your own pattern, your own rhythm. Moving into what I call the 4-part breath. There's the inhale and the pause, the exhale and the pause. Please explore into this 4-part breath for another 3 rounds of breath. Stay in this state of awareness and imagine you could hear sounds on the breath. Imagine the sound of your breath whispering. What would you hear? Staying with this inner focus, attention on the breath. Perhaps try out this mantra when you inhale, mentally repeat or listen for the sound so. And when you exhale, mentally repeat or listen to the sound hum. So you're breathing in this 4-part way. So is the sound of the inhale, and hum is the sound of the exhale. Stay with this for just a few more rounds. So, hum, breath. And shift your attention now to become the observer of your experience. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your attention on the breath. Perhaps the mantra helps to focus the mind. Can you separate a little bit from the experience and become the observer or the witness of your experience? The one who simply observes rather than does the experience. Is it possible to merge with this experience now for a moment? Is it possible to imagine or even to sense stability, calm, peacefulness? Perhaps even to trust that all is just as it's meant to be right now for you and your loved ones. Shift your attention to your experience now. Just notice how you're feeling. Notice what it's like for you to be here right now. Perhaps compare that to when we began. And when you're ready to come back, take a big breath in through your nose, open your eyes and sigh it out. And here we are. This moment, I hope this was a beneficial experience for you. I think we have a few minutes to open it up for any comments or questions or answers. And I also wanted, oh, excuse me, go ahead. Hi, Sonia.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much.
You are absolutely welcome. Thank you. I wanted to point out a couple things that, first of all, this kind of thing, we did 3 or 4 different things, right? We did some mindfulness, some movement, a breath practice, and then that took us into meditation. So breath can be a focal point for meditation. Any of those can stand alone. When you're feeling upset or uncertain or stressed, just move or breathe or identify things through your senses. They all are fabulous tools. And it's not about practicing for hours on end. It's about just touching into this for a few minutes, once or twice a day, punctuating the day, and being gentle with yourself. But using these practices to, like, it's a great excuse to turn off the news, right? Turn off external distractions and spend some time with yourself, with your body, your mind, your heart, your soul. And I wanted to point out that this practice, meditation, but all of these practices can help. They have been shown scientifically to increase gray matter in the brain. And gray matter, in particular, the parts of the brain that are affected are those that are related to emotional regulation, cultivating positive emotions and self-control. All beneficial qualities to establish as we move through this crazy time. So yeah, I encourage you to weave some of these into your day and to have fun with it. If anyone has questions, please reach out to me through my website, www.mountainwisdomholistichealth.com. Thank you.
Okay. So that was Mountain Wisdom Holistic Wellness.com. Okay, I'm trying to put that in the chat for everyone. Thank you so much. That was really beautiful practice and was very restorative and relaxing. So I want to thank you, Sharon. You know, Sharon is the owner of Mountain Wisdom Holistic Health. That's holistic with a W. I might have done that wrong when I typed her website in before, so please correct that. Look her up in our provider directory at www.youdefinewellness.com and connect with her there too. If you own the Healthy Living Savings Card by You Define Wellness, Sharon offers a 25% discount on a 5-visit package for breathwork, wellness education, stress management, yoga therapy, or Reiki. Lots of wonderful options. Cards are only $49.50 and they never expire. And there are dozens of healthy living savings you can take advantage of. Those are available for purchase on our website.